Morning. Well, I'm feeling a bit stuffed up actually, I just realised. Must be a change of air. It's day 2 of my moving vlog. It's now Sunday the 1st of October 2017. I woke up very, very early, probably about 2:30 or something, and watched a bit of YouTube and then went back to sleep and then woke up sort of after 6, which is a lie-in for me. And my mum's already gone to Manchester Airport to see her nephew and great nephew off to their stay in Florida, Jacksonville, Florida. And I've already fed the dogs, and I've already done a bit of shampooing, because that's the job for today, shampoo the living room carpet, at least most of it. Also my job for today is to move out a lot of the packing boxes into the garage. Molly's being collected by her owner, little Molly, who's, I call her the cripple, but she can't really walk on her back legs. She's had operations and things. She can walk a bit, but you know. Her owner, Molly stays here most of the time, but her owner is picking her up today, and very shortly. So as soon as she's been, I'm going to have a little bit of breakfast and then carry on with the shampooing. Well, I've just thrown everything down. There's nowhere to put anything really, so I have an excuse this time. There's no furniture left, so everything's just been thrown on the floor. I've just grabbed some clean clothes out of me hold all. I bought that witch magazine. I don't know if I'll have time to read it. I thought, well, we're not going to have any internet for a bit. What will I do with myself? But I think I'll have plenty to do. Well, I've just emptied the Hoover Freedom again because I'm using it downstairs. And for the first time, I've had this ages, I kept meaning to do a review on it. This Amazon Fire tablet, it was only about £30, something ridiculous. I mean, it's nothing like an iPad, but it's cheap enough to add additional memory. So what I wanted for this for, because I've got Amazon Prime, and you can get movies and music and stuff, and you can actually download a lot of it. So I've downloaded films and TV programs and stuff into this, so I can watch them when there's nothing on TV, which is most of the time. So that's, yeah, it's pretty good actually for the money. And let's turn it off. You can't, but my iPad, it needs replacing now. It's a bit past it. And it doesn't, when you turn it this way, the screen doesn't move. You know, it should... The orientation should move, shouldn't it? It won't on that screen, but when you're viewing photos and you're on websites, but it doesn't do it anymore. It's probably because I had a fit with it one day. So I'm in the market. I think I won't get a new iPad when I get a new next year. It's not this year, I've made too many big purchases this year. Next year, I'll probably get a MacBook Air instead of an iPad, I think would be better. Hang on, that's it. So... Oops, knocked me Hoover. So this freedom's grown on me, but I can't see it lasting very long in normal person's house. Anyway, I've just done a little bit so far. This bit here smells very nice, because a little tip for you. You shouldn't really do it, I suppose, but I've not had any harm come to my carpet washers. You probably don't get this in the States, but this is Zaflora. It's a very powerful, concentrated disinfectant and very smelly. You can get it in various fragrances. But I put a little bit of that in with a shampoo. So it has the double benefit of not only disinfecting, it also makes the carpet smell nice. And it also prevents a lot of foam, excess foam, from appearing in the dirty water tank, which... This is the second tank. Since putting Zaflora in, there's hardly any foam. I had to empty it much before its time because it was foaming up. So a bit of Zaflora. You could put Zaflora in the bottom tank, or fabric softener acts as a defoamer. But I think Zaflora in the shampoo tank, with the normal shampoo, just a little bit, not loads, or any sort of small amount of disinfectant, has double benefits. Now, well, triple. Disinfects, makes it smell nice, and stops over foaming. So that dirt there basically is just from this, and this isn't walked on. This is where the TV unit goes. So basically today I'm moving everything back There was a sofa here, you can see where it's been. I'm going to move all these things back, clean under the sofa, so everything, the whole carpet will be cleaned. And I've got these things I got from the pound shop. Well, actually I think they were from the 99p shop. They're called moving men. You can still buy them, similar things, but much more expensive. I've got a few. Oh, I've gone over the cable, hang on. So basically with these, it makes heavy things much easier to move. I've moved washing machines and all sorts with those. They're just basically a plastic sort of skid pad with a foamy bit, but they are ideal. So it's probably nearly time. There's no clocks in the house, so I have to look at my iPad to get the time. There's no mirrors. Well, there is two actually that's staying. There's no table lamps, so we have to have the main lights on. Most have been packed. It's still, whoops. This doesn't focus very quickly. Oh, right, well there's Ellie. She's my mum's oldest dog. Ellie! She's a little bit, I think she's a little bit doolally tap now. Aren't you? They get like that. And that's the little one that's going today, little Molly. With the broken, faulty legs. Eh? Little Molly. She doesn't like most folk. She's even bitten people too. But she loves me. She goes absolutely mad when I come here. Don't you, little Molly? Hey, little Molly. What you doing? What are you doing, little Molly? Don't you belly rubbed? You chico. Ooh, little sweet little Molly. Yeah, it's cost her owner thousands of pounds to get treatment. And she can move. She's got feeling in the legs. She can move them. She can actually walk occasionally. And there's Evie, the newest edition. I call her evil because of these eyes. You're evil. She's a weirdo. She's a bit of an oddball. You know, every family has the odd nut job in it, doesn't it? And this is ours. And then there's Mills, who's a bit of a nervous dog. She's very affectionate. She hates fireworks and any noises. Don't you, the Mills? I think she knows something's going on. She's very sensitive. And of course my two are back home, Daisy and Molly. We couldn't have them staying here as well. And it's raining, look. There's the pond that's empty. There's a tragic story about that. I'm not sure if I told it ever. But one of my mum's dogs, she was a wire-haired called Millie. We had a Millie, two Millies we've had. She used to have fits. And she must have had a fit one day when my mum was out. And when she used to have fits, the other dogs used to attack her. I don't know why. It was some sort of primal instinct. So anyway, upshot is she must have had a fit and she fell into the pond before my mum had a fence around it and she drowned. Absolute tragic. My mum came home and found her in the pond. So can you imagine that? She had to get my uncle who lives up the road to bury her. Bless her heart. And ever since then I would have had that pond filled in the next day. But, you know, we kept the pond because there was fish in it. We had some of the fish, they were at least 15 years old. So the fish went quite a while ago, several weeks ago. They did, they were adopted by some chap who had lots of fish in a big pond. They're not having the pond, the people who are moving in, so the liner was pierced and let the water drain away, and my brother took the pump because he might have a pond, so they'll just fill that in. But yeah, bless her, it was quite tragic at the time. My mum rang me up at work, you know, so I was absolutely ruined at work. You know, she could have waited until I got home, couldn't she? But bless her. So yeah, there are 11 dogs I think we worked out in the corner there by the shed, behind the garage, and in the wall, at the wall there where the fence is. I did partly contemplate digging them up. I couldn't do it. We'd have to get somebody who wasn't personally involved with them to do it, to gently dig them up and put them in bags, and then we could rebury them, but it's not feasible. But they're going to have a bit of a surprise if they dig below 2 feet, the new owners. My mum's taking the little headstone things anyway. So, lots to do today. I hope it stops raining because I don't fancy carrying all these through to the garage when it's raining. There they are, 2 dogs. So, I'll be getting on. As I say, I'm going to have some breakfast. And, oh, that's what I was going to do actually. In here, because my mum only ever washes on Express on this Miele, the Express wash, which I think is a low temp 40. I'm going to run this on a 95. I think it's a 95, and give it a good clean out because I've got to. My mum's having this. She's taking this, so it's so heavy. But I need to pull that out and disconnect it and everything, and have that ready for Tuesday. I'll probably do that tomorrow in case my mum's got any last minute washing. But I just thought I'd give it a good clean out. Dishwasher's stopping, and the only other major appliance that's coming, pardon me, is the fridge freezer. And that noise you might be able to hear in the background is the boiler. Oops. Which I need on for the hot water, for the shampooing, and I've just had a shower. So there we have it, folks. Oh dear. It's funny, my mum's new kitchen is similar colour to this, and I think it's got similar sort of knobs. Ooh, misses. So that's today so far. I might update you later. I don't know. Don't know how long my mum will be. But my priority today, I think, is getting this carpet shampooed. I'll probably do it twice, but I'm going to certainly do all the areas you can't, with the furniture. I'm going to move all the furniture out. All to one side, do completely one side, then move it all to this side when it's dry, do that side. But if I have time, I might quickly whip over it at the last minute. It all depends how it's timed with the removal and when the contract is finally, well, it's when the money is exchanged, apparently. Yes, because you're not allowed to go into the other house until the money has been confirmed, as in various bank accounts, you know what I mean. Even though they've moved out of my mum's new house, because they've moved down the road apparently, so there's nobody in it. It would have been fantastic if I could have got access to my mum's new house a couple of days before the move, because I could have gone in, my mum would have gone in, given the kitchen and bathroom a good clean, and I would have shampooed all the carpets and washed the floors so they'd be nice and clean and dry for the removal men. And then when all the furniture's put in, because obviously they're going to trail in mud and muck, when all the furniture's put in, then I would have shampooed the main areas of the carpet again, so it's nice and fresh. My mum is going to recarpet obviously, but that comes last after the bathroom's been fitted. She needs some bits done in the kitchen. She needs a hand banister put up at the stairs, and then when it's all redecorated, then that's the last thing to do, is carpeting. So she's still got to live with this awful carpet. Well, I haven't seen it. It looks very thin and cheap. Brown carpet for most of the rooms and a horrible red carpet in the living room. But anyway, we'll get there. There'll be lots of cleaning to do. So that's it for now. That'll do for today. Don't want to bore you with my movements. Yes, I was going to say, speaking of movements, I might have to go, but anyway, and have a movement. But I think I'll be fine now. I'll just let it bake for a little longer. A little bit of personal information for you I'm sure you didn't want to hear. Bye for now, stay tuned. There'll be another vlog on this move coming up, and the final vlog, well, the final vlog will be when my mum's moved in and we've got things in place, but the one I'm going to possibly shed a few tears with is the one when I'll hopefully have time to whiz around this house when it's completely empty, just before we close the door for one last time. That will be sad. Bye for now.